Hold on. I'm working with something here real quick. I told you guys I was trying to make sure that my mic could be at a nice even level so that when we start reading, it'll be right here. I still need to get like a different platform, but for now, my trumpet case is gonna have to suffice. But also, I'm downloading a couple of things on my PlayStation. So I was just looking at that real quick. But yo, peoples, welcome back to yet another solo leveling stream today. As you guys know, we will be doing these solo leveling streams on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays until I fully catch up with the series as a whole. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. Welcome Kohagen and welcome Shonen Sensei. It's good to see the both of you. Last we left off in solo leveling, and I got the page right here. Also, before we get started, I have a clean voice effect, which makes it so that only my voice is heard, and when I'm silent, you don't hear anything. There's no background noise, so the sound only cuts in when I'm talking, which means that outside of that, you're only going to hear my voice. No background noise, no ambiance, no fans running in the background, because I got some fans running in the background. But I got a clean voice effect. You guys let me know what you think of this voice effect, or if you prefer me having it at the normal volume that it was before. But last we left off in solo leveling, Jin was proceeding through the demon castle in order to collect all the souls and, get to the end. And he's been facing a whole bunch of different enemies like, what was it? Avaricious Vulcan took him down, got a bunch of items off of that, and now he's in the middle of a cemetery where a lich was going up against him, and it didn't really end well for the lich because Jin sent out both Iron and Igris, and they just wreck shop. All of his soldiers are just wrecking shop with the undead in the cemetery, and Jin is facing off against the lich, and he basically just one-shots him, so let's go ahead and see how that goes. As the last panel, he slices up, he just straight up slices the lich to pieces, and it just explodes away from the impact as Jin just makes his way past him. Chapter 61. We are going through 61 through 70, so we got a ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. But in the background, there's basically just endless bones everywhere, and the lich just is just lying on the ground. Hey, he has a name. You defeated the Guide of Souls Metis. Metis or Metis? I want to say Metis. You received Spring Water of the Echoing Forest. You received 200,000 XP. Demon Soul sealed in Metis pendant has been recovered. And you've received 220 Demon Souls. Your level has risen by 2. This guy's magic was powerful, and he was able to control hundreds of more summons than I'm able to. I wanted to turn him into my Shadow Soldier, but mana is contaminated, Shadow Extraction is not possible. Oh, for some reason, Shadow Extraction is not possible on demons. The boss-grade monster dropped a set piece as I expected. Hold on, let me make sure that you guys can actually hear me right now, because I always kind of like to double-check. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Alright, I'll just double-checking. Demon Monarch's Necklace, item class S, type accessory, plus 20 in agility and plus 20 in intelligence. This set effect will activate if this item is equipped along with Demon Monarch's earrings, equipped and Demon Monarch's ring. So he has set effect 1 and 2 locked, but let's see what happens. And he puts it on, and then the necklace starts to glow. Set effect, plus 5 to all stats. An effect similar to leveling up 5 times. One more set item piece left. That means there's another boss grade monster. One more until I can complete the set. And he just stares. He just stares into like a pillar of light that's in the distance. Collected demon souls, 10,001 out of 10,000. So he's gone one step further than he needed to. The quest is already completed. This is my limit. I don't have any more strength left to continue forward. Normal quest collect demon souls part 1 has been completed. Part 1. You can receive the following rewards. One item of your choosing, bonus stats plus 20, and a hidden reward. Accept reward 1. Hey 6, what's going on? Uruki Zemetse, welcome as well. I just want to acknowledge everyone who pops in. Reward 1. You can choose any item. Please choose an item. Should I choose an item that is priced at billions of gold in a store? It would surely possess an amazing ability. Welcome, the anime juke! But I will obtain equipment just by running dungeons. I'm getting better weapons as days go by. And he's just weighing his options right now. By choosing too harshly, I might end up selling the item back to the store. I need to choose something that I really need. Please choose an item. Cursed random box. What? You chose the item Cursed Random Box. I was able to choose between Cursed Random Box and Blessed Random Box when I previously completed the hidden daily quest. Alright, Blessed Item Box. Blessed Random Box, obtain an item the player wants. Cursed Random Box, obtain an item the player needs. I tried to double my daily quest requirements since then, but I haven't received any extra rewards. I obtained the key to this demon castle from the Blessed Random Box. Thanks to that, I was able to raise my level and obtain rare items. Naturally, there's no way that I can't be curious about the contents of the Cursed Random Box. And inside is another key. Another key? Name unknown, item class unknown, type unknown. I've never seen an item without a description. What is it used for? I'll find a use for it someday. The Cursed Random Box is said to provide me with an item that I'll need. Accept reward 2. You receive bonus stats plus 20. I will invest all my points into intelligence. Hey, he's a necromancer now. He's got to make both himself and his soldier stronger. Plus, it makes it easier for him to use shadow extraction on other people as well as long as his intelligence continues to grow. Couple bucks. Thank you, Anime Jew, for the donation. Just surprising me out of nowhere. Aren't you special? I will invest all the points into intelligence. Because as of right now, his strength is 178, agility 147, senses 119, vitality 137, intelligence 149, and AP points 0 because he doesn't have any available ability points to put towards anything at the moment. Physical damage reduction at 46%. You can receive the following rewards, yada yada yada, all the way down to hidden reward that is left. And lastly, accept reward 3. You selected reward 3. I don't have high expectations after the Cursed Random Box. And what is this? It's like some sort of parchment with a tree on it. Recipe Holy Water of Life. You can learn the crafting method for Holy Water of Life. Holy Water of Life. And then there's a fire going on. This is going on in the real world right now. Suppress it quickly! This way! I heard that when an S-rank battle takes place, the nearby land will change and everything will be reduced to ruins, but with the battle being able to end with only this much damage means that... That's right, it was overwhelming. Overwhelmingly, Hunter Huang Dong-soo... Yo! 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 This is the building that Jin's father was held in! Dong-soo tried to fight Jin's dad and lost! Severely! Woo! Yo, the building that's on fire is the same building they were holding Jin's dad inside. Because remember, in the last chapter, Jin's dad was saying, "You're quite strong," to Dong-soo, and Dong-soo was like, "Are you gonna fight me?" And apparently they fought. And Dong-soo lost. He got baby clapped This man is lying with, he ain't got no shoes on, his socks is missing, his shirt's gone. He's just laying, slumped over unconscious in a massive pile of rubble. Dong-soo got spanked! Yo! This speaks on the level. How strong is Jin's dad? Rhetorical question, don't answer. For him to just beat up Dong-soo so badly, and the fact that Jin's dad is not even there, the building is destroyed. The building they are in was destroyed. Overwhelmingly, Hunter Huang Dong-soo is lost before the damage got too serious. And now we're cutting to a hospital. Hey, isn't that Jin's mom? I think that's Jin's mom. Yeah, it is. And Jin's there. Mom. And he sits down. Haven't read Solo Leveling, but I just wanted to come and watch. Hey, Solo Leveling is good, my dude. Recipe, Holy Water of Life. Okay, we know its effects. Oh, Holy Water of Life, and he crafts it. Item class S, type consumable, a mysterious potion that can cure any disease with powerful magic. Yo, wholesome, this dude is gonna use it on his mom to heal her. The effect will only take place when the entire bottle has been consumed. A crafting item that I obtained from the quest, an item that can treat any disease. Then my mom. I need 3 items in order to craft Holy Water of Life. I was able to obtain World Tree's fragment after defeating Vulcan from the 50th floor. Spring Water of the Echoing Force after defeating Matus from the 75th floor. And the final item, Purified Blood of the Demon King. I haven't found the last item yet, but it's obvious where it is. The upper floors. Probably from the Demon Castle's final boss on the highest floor. Therefore, if I can clear the Demon Castle, I will collect all the required ingredients for Holy Water of Life. I raised my level by 16 while climbing the Demon Castle for a week. Now that I'm around S rank, I have nothing to be afraid of. Yo, he's embracing his power. Wait for me, Mom. I will soon end this clumsy charade. Oh, and here we are at the Korean Hunters Association. It is so nice that now that he knows what he has an even far greater reason other than becoming stronger and leveling up to get through that demon castle. He's doing all of this in order to cure and heal his mom. You got my full support, dude. But at the Korean Hunters Association, the United States is in a huge uproar after a mysterious explosion accident took place in the United States Bureau of Hunters. That's because your boy Dong-soo tried to act all high and mighty and then got the stuffing beat out of him from Jin's dad, I honestly believe he just casually whooped him. There's a rumor that the incident was caused by hostility between S-rank hunters. It's the end of the world. Hunters are a problem. Assistant Manager Jung, a hunter, came by. And who's here? Every once in a while, there are hunters who come by after not being able to accept reality and becoming deluded. Then that man as well? It's been a pain in the butt, so just explain that he has to cover the costs and send him to the reevaluation room. Yes. Who's this? His name is... Where? Okay, who's this individual? Is that Jin? Because it kind of looks like Jin's clothes, but this is at the White Tiger Guild. Yes, this is Bayek Yoon-ho speaking. Ah, Master Bayek, it's about the hunter you spoke about from before. He really came. He's over there? Yes, he just applied. Hunter... Oh, it is Jin! Hunter Sung Jin Woo came to get his rank re-evaluated. I will guide you. Yes. Yo! Jin is at the White Tiger Guild! Onwards to chapter 62. I'm gonna keep going with these chapters because you guys know what happens sometimes during these streams. There's buffering, and I kind of want to avoid that. Onwards to chapter 62. And he's sitting in the waiting room. Next person, please come in. Nothing has changed since the old days. There's no need to be nervous. There's a few people who have had their lives get turned upside down, but I like to take a minute and just sit right there. There's a few people who had their lives get turned upside down, but it's not common. But if you end up with a D rank or higher, you'll get sought out by those scouts. Scouts? They're all from various guilds. Since small guilds don't have many hunters joining them, they wait here and try to attract hunters right after their evaluation. It's better not to join those guilds. Small guilds frequently attempt dangerous raids and have a high death ratio. From a small guild's perspective, it can't be helped. They can sit around running low-ranked dungeons like a personal raid squad, but at the same time, they lack the prowess to clear high-ranked dungeons, so no wonder that accidents are frequent. They weren't around back in my day.
Next person, please come in.
How can this be? Oh, well, it looks like who went in before, they didn't get the answer that they was looking for. You won't be as nervous if you throw away your expectations. As long as you aren't placed at an E rank, you'll have no problem with putting food on the table. I'll receive a down payment if I can get into a big guild. I can pay off my debt. I'll be able to live with my daughter like in the past. C rank. I'll get at least a C rank. Ranks will change the lives of many. A hunter's strength is determined by their rank. No matter how much they practice their swordsmanship or train their body, it's not easy to compensate for the gap set by their ranks. I ran out of breath for 1 quick second. You also can't ignore the difference in income. Even Mr. Song Chiu, who has trained their swordsmanship, couldn't stand against Kang Tae-shik due to their ranks. I've been running raids for many years, but I wasn't able to escape my E rank. But now... And the same guy that was talking to Jin walks out, and he's an E rank! I'm an E rank.
The next person can come inside. Are you feeling ill?
No, it's not that. I'm a bit nervous right now, so would you like to enter first? Sure.
Your full name, please.
It's Jin Woo.
Huh? He's already received an E rank. Are you being re-evaluated?
Yes.
Why is it always an E rank every time when they come for a re-evaluation? Please place your hand on the black crystal and wait.
This is gonna be like how to summon a demon lord when he touches it and it just explodes. And he's touching it and something's going on.
Huh? An error? Just a moment, we'll try again. Huh? This never happened before. I'm sorry, we'll try once more. What's wrong with this machine?
What? Where is Chang-shik and why are you alone?
He left for a washroom break.
That guy, leaving his post during the busy hours. I'm also doing the same. So, what's wrong?
There's something wrong with the detector.
I came here since I was curious about since I was curious after Bayek Yun-ho was making a fuss, but is there really something? There's no way. Double awakening is not a common occurrence. Was it 3 months ago, when the entire association was in a turmoil cause of an E rank that might have double awakened? The head of the monetary division went to see him personally, but nothing happened.
Look, I keep getting an error.
It's not just 1 or 2 people that delude themselves and waste their money on re-evaluation. And then his face just goes into a face fall like... What? How long have you been working here?
It's been about 6 months. Did I do something wrong?
6 months? This hasn't happened since Cha Hyenin about 2 years ago, and this is the first time since then. It's not surprising that the newcomer doesn't know. No, get Chang-shik over here immediately.
Huh?
I also didn't realize his quality. This is why I can't get a promotion. The washroom isn't the important issue right now. Get him over here quickly! But he's
in a male washroom. Assistant manager, what's wrong?
This isn't an error. It's immeasurable. Do you not understand what that means? It means that our detector is incapable of measuring his magic power.
What? When?
This man is South Korea's 10th. That's right. He's an S rank. Yo, he's been evaluated. Your boy is officially S rank. But the fact that it says that his power is immeasurable. The machine they have cannot measure his level of power. Unlimited power! Your boy's nice. This man is South Korea's 10th. That's right. He's an S rank. And then we got people talking. Hey, it's Woo! Chief Woo Jinshu about Hunter Huang Dong-soo's from the Scavengers Guild. Is it true that he's not connected to the recent Red Gate incident? Yes, Hunter Huang Dong-soo is not the assistant despite your suspicion. I can assure you as a person who was at the scene of the incident. Then you must also know the identity of the assistant. I didn't remain at the scene until the very end, so I don't have the exact details. If I were to suspect someone... No. And this is an inner monologue. No, I can't assume anything again after the previous conclusion. You certainly don't open your mouth until you're positive with the information. I understand. Anyways, I'm more curious about the discovery of an ant with wings. We've only discovered a dead corpse, but if we were to confirm that they can fly to the mainland without dying... No, I'm sure that the guilds will be called up before that. I understand. The Hunters Guild will fully cooperate. By the way, Building B is rather loud today. Building B? I don't hear anything. I'm a bit sensitive. A new hunter is probably causing a ruckus due to his rank. I'll go check it out. No, I'm also a bit curious. Who is this guy? Did he sense something again? Due to his gentle impression, I almost forgot what kind of man he is. Let's go together. I don't even know who this guy is, and I kind of like the voice I'm giving to him. And the way that Woo speaks of him, I think the voice kind of fits. With our current detector, Hunter Jin Woo's magic power is currently immeasurable. I need to get permission from the higher-ups to use a more precise detector. Can you visit us again after 3 days? Yo! People like the fact that Jin is so powerful. Postponing his evaluation? He definitely just said immeasurable. Does that mean that guy's an S rank? Everyone is looking at Jin the way everyone looked at Saitama when he went to go be evaluated as a hero. I only heard of the rumors, but to witness immeasurable with my own eyes. The 10th S rank hunter? He's not someone that can be lured in by smaller guilds. Should I just close my eyes and give it a try? But this isn't an opportunity. Hey, evaluate me as well. I was butchering that word. Hey, evaluate me as well. Yes! I have some influence, so maybe our guild doesn't have the funds to negotiate with an E rank. Huh? That's... No way! South Korea's best guild hunters! A representative from that hunters? It's Choi! It's Choi Jong-in! Oh, so this is the guy. Why is a man called the Ultimate Soldier here? Oh boy. Choi Jong-in, S rank, Guild Master of Hunters. Woo! He's smiling, but that smile hides some immeasurable power. I don't know if it's either his presence or what. He gives off the aura of Yoshikage Kira from JoJo. That's the air that he gives me just by smiling like that. And a little bit of Karma from Assassination Classroom, just with the smile in the eyes and the hair. He's like a mix of Karma from Assassination Classroom with Yoshikage Kira from JoJo. Just the way he acts. Just the way he looks. He hasn't even done anything except speak. Hunters, a guild that is active in the Seoul metropolitan area. The only guild out of the top 5 guilds to have 2 S-rank hunters. Quincy vibed. Yes, oh yes! This is what Uryu would have been like if he never had any friends. Never had any friends, and he was... I got another comparison. He's like a My Mask from One Punch Man. Just, he gives me those vibes. The vibes of, okay, he looks like a good guy on the outside, but on the inside, he can be just as dark as a villain. Kind of looks like Aizen in his intro panel. You know, I can see that. But that is the end of chapter 62. Onwards to chapter 63. South Korea's best guild, Hunters! A representative from that Hunters? It's Choi! Choi Jong-in! Why is the man called the Ultimate Soldier here? So he is to Hunters what Levi is to soldiers in Attack on Titan then. Chapter 63. That man is Choi Jong-in? With his top-tier fire magic, they say he can effortlessly wipe out a building with a single spell. Oh, he's a magician! He's a mage! The hunter who's known as the Ultimate Soldier. The origin of my nickname. Yo! Was it already prearranged for that man to join the Hunters Guild? The Hunters already knew about him. The top guild is on another level. The Hunter's master is here to meet him in person, and he's standing right in front of Jin. Both Woo and Choi are standing in front of him. Hunter's son Jin Woo, he really was an S rank? There's no way for me to ignore the large commotion caused by the immeasurable result. That man is the 10th. I won't need to borrow a detector. He's an S rank without a doubt. He can sense him. His sense level must be on a whole different level than Jin's. Because he can just sense that Jin is S rank. He's an S rank without a doubt. There's no need to wait for 3 days. My name is Choi Jong-in, a representative from the Hunters Guild. Excuse me, it looks like you just received your evaluation, but do you already have a guild in mind? If not, I would like to take some of your time to discuss that matter with you. I'm sorry, but I decline. And he just walks away from him. Kinda leaving Choi speechless. What? Did Choi Jong-in just get rejected? 3 days until another reevaluation. I got a lot of work to do. I need to create the medicine by returning to the Demon Castle quickly. Chief Woo Jin-shul, did I forget to introduce myself just now? Was I being too forceful? And he just looks over where Jin was, but Jin is gone. He vanished without making a sound. He must be an excellent assassin-type hunter. If that man does join the Hunters, not only will they have 3 S-rank hunters, but the Hunters will also be able to stand alongside other top guilds all over the world. And then we got Bayek coming in. You know, White Tiger, he's actually coming in. President Choi? What is President Bayek doing here? That face of someone who just got caught. There's a huge distance between the White Tiger building and the Hunter Association building. Looking at how out of breath he is. Oh, okay. Oh, so this is Choi saying this. That's the face of someone who just got caught. There's a huge difference between the White Tiger building and the Hunter Association building. Looking at how out of breath he is, he must have transformed and ran all the way here. That's right. Baek Yoon-ho must have known about him since the very beginning. And also about what was going to happen here. Perhaps? The incident that occurred during the White Tiger Guild's training session. The mysterious outsider. I found him. It must have been that man. Baek Yoon-ho didn't leave him alone, rather. He couldn't stop him. After seeing that man's attitude earlier, he's not someone you can easily win over. Darn it, was I too late? I was caught by that snake of all people. C-rank! I am a C-rank! So the guy who was hoping to be C-rank got C-rank. At least somebody walked out of there with the exact expectations that they were hoping for. This became complicated. And he looks out as Choi walks, and there's no sign of Jin anywhere. So I don't know if he used stealth or whatever, but he's gone. This became complicated. And back at the hospital where Jin's mom is, if I look at her, it seems like she'll open her eyes without any problem at any moment. Eternal slumber. A sleep that one cannot wake up from. It's a disease that broke out after the gates started opening. I will save you. Just wait for me until then. I need to get stronger. If the mid-bosses are that strong, I'll be defeated by the top floor boss. My level rises while I climb, but... Oh! Woo's there! Woo... You know what? I wonder what it's like to be like a secret agent. Like a secret agent type of dude wearing suits all day and you just happen to be in the same building as someone as if you appeared like a ghost. One day I'm gonna just get myself a full suit and I'm just gonna wear it. Because I can. I got a white shirt, I got a black tie, I just need a overcoat. Like, I just need a suit jacket to complete the set. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that one day. One of these days, I'm gonna be in a full-on suit, and it's just gonna be just like these secret agent dudes. Cause who doesn't like walking around in a suit looking like you're from Men in Black? Sorry, just a personal thing of mine. Pay that no mind. But Woo's here. That day, you were the one who defeated the monsters from the double layer. Thanks to you, I was able to learn that my viewpoint wasn't accurate. We meet again, Mr. Chief. The monitoring division's primary goal is to deal with humans instead of monsters. In other words, we must monitor and punish the law-breaking hunters. If possible, I would like to not get involved with the monitoring division. Well, our existence is only the shackle on the hunters. It's meaningless to an S-rank, though. There's someone who wishes to meet you. Can you spare some time? Teching 101 style? Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with having a nice suit. I only got as far as having, like, you know, the slacks and the shoes and everything, but having the actual jacket? Need that. There's someone who wishes to meet you. Can you spare some time? Hunter Association's chairman, Go Gun Hee. He's waiting for you in there. Yo, the chairman of the Hunters Association. Of the entire Hunters Association. And he walks down the hallway with him. That man is. Oh! This dude is scary. He's got an aura around him, and he's smiling, but he's giving me Genryu Saishigekune Ryamamoto vibes. Hunter Sung Jin Woo. Nice to meet you. I'm Go Gun Hee. Please, have a seat. Despite being over the age of 80, he has a build that reminds me of retired wrestlers. Not to mention, he's an S rank. Fear the old man in a profession where men die young. This man is in his 80s, and he's still running the show. Be scared of this man. Sup, I'm Sir, welcome. We are on chapter 63. Despite being over the age of 80, he has a build that reminds me of retired wrestlers. Not to mention, he's an S rank. He's not normal. I would like to congratulate you on becoming an S rank hunter. There's still another re-examination left. Oh. There's still another re-examination left. To tell you the truth, the re-examination is meaningless. A precise detector is to help us segment the results. It's not a tool to help us measure outside the scoping range. Even if it was possible for us to measure past the current range, it would still be impossible to distinguish between an S rank, SS rank, or SSS rank. I'm sorry, there are multiple S ranks, double S ranks, and triple S rank. Then why? Are you asking about the existence of the re-examination procedure? It's to buy us time. Buy time? It's to buy time for us to meet with S-rank hunters such as yourself before anyone else can. As you may already know... Oh, wow. I feel like not only am I saying this, but now the manga's doing it as well with that as you know trope. As you may already know, the Hunters Association doesn't have many talented hunters such as Chief Woo Jin Chul. Who would want to join the association with the top guilds can guarantee... Who would want to join the I'm trying to get the voice right. Who would want to join the association where the top guilds can guarantee hunters great fame and large salaries? There are people out there who can name every core member of the top guild's raid teams, but there aren't many that can name our chief, Woo Jin Chul, despite him being a top among the A rank. That's why we have created a little trick for us to meet with talented hunters. That's the true meaning of a re-examination? I will get straight to the point. Sorry, is that when I get into these voices, my face starts to really animate. So, I will get straight to the point. Since we're not an enterprise, we cannot promise you a lot of money. But we can help you go down a different path. What are you talking about? We can help Hunter Sung Jin Woo flourish on a different path. Yo, what do they mean, flourish on a different path? And that's the end of chapter 63. Onwards to 64! This country is currently not being run by the government, but rather the hunters who protect the citizens from monsters. And the one above them are the Hunters Association. We'll help you stand shoulder to shoulder with us. Does he mean authority? Why are you offering this to me? Are you aware of the top 5 guilds? The balance of this country is currently barely being held together by those 5 dinosaurs. And here we have the Hunters Guild, the Fame Guild, the White Tiger Guild, the Reaper Guild, and then the Knights Guild. If you were to join any of those guilds, the balance would topple and the country would be thrown into chaos. The law and the system, normal government authority, isn't powerful enough to keep the hunters in check. That's why the Hunter Association is needed. Monsters aren't the only monsters. Hunters that fight monsters are also monsters. What will be your decision? It's not a bad proposal. Anyone with the backing of the chairman Go Gun Hee would be on the road to success. The National Assembly, the government, the association, and also the media. It's hard to find a place where Gun Go Hee doesn't have an influence. Go Gun Hee, you're amazing just as I thought. And your skills as well. And he looks at Go Gun Hee, and he has like a light aura around him. It's not like an aura of intimidation or anything like that. It's just a aura of, it's just a white aura, so maybe this dude's cool. And your skills as well. Despite leveling up to this point, our skills are very similar. This is not an opportunity that comes by every day. The Hunter Association is the 6th and the only force that is different than the top 5 guilds. The Hunter Association is needed in this country. This old man doesn't have much time left. I need a successor that can Oh, wait, that's him saying this. The Hunters Association is the 6th and the only force that is different than the top 5 guilds. The Hunter Association is needed in this country. This old man doesn't have much time left. I need a successor that can inherit my position. I'm sorry. And the chairman just surprising the chairman. So in the end, is it about money? I want to fight. Oh? Do you mean you want to fight with the monsters? Yes. Dungeons that are managed by the association are leftover E or D ranks, dungeons that other guilds didn't want. If I join the association, I can't level up anymore. I can keep growing as long as I don't stop. I believe the place I need to be is inside the dungeon. And then the chairman just looks at him. My God, those eyes. He's telling the truth. How long has it been since I felt like this? To think that my heart can still make such a sound. If I was just 20 years, no, 10 years younger, then I could also. Since my sister is alone at home, I will have to leave. Thank you for your time. Shifu Jinchul, your intuition wasn't wrong. I wasn't the one who took care of the monsters in the double air. Then just who? Okay, so we're just gonna leave it like that then? Okay. When healers and healing magic started to appear, I thought I could recover my youth again and say goodbye to this exhausting old body. That's what I believed. But I was wrong. Even advanced healing magic cannot restore age. Each of the top 5 guilds are increasing their strength at this very point. Their strengths are already equal to the nation's military power. The moment the association loses its power, they will become loose cannons. And the person who's sitting on the association's highest seat is you. Oh, hold on. Give me a sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my family brought me food. Now, real quick, I'm going to take this napkin. Because not only did because I got like a 12 count nugget meal from Chick-fil-A. They got it for me. But I also got an additional milkshake because they gave us one extra and they couldn't take it back because, COVID. So, free drink. But let's continue on. I will be eating as this stream goes on because I cannot let these fries get cold. There is nothing worse than cold fries, and you cannot rewarm fries. They just turn into trash after that point. Their strengths are already equal to the nation's military power. The moment the association loses its power, they will become loose cannons. And the person who's sitting on the association's highest seat is you, the chairman. Yes, I believe that I was to be needed if the association was to live long and prosper. If it was to live long and prosper. But it was such a worthless thought. Hunters must stay in the dungeons. Cancel the rest of my appointments for the day. But you still have a meeting with the ministers. I don't want to ruin this mood by meeting those geese. You join me for a drink. I'm not very good with alcohol. I'm not very good with alcohol. Is that fine? Oh, I didn't expect that from you. You were able to gift me with this pleasant pulsation. I wonder how much that man can drink. Endlessly, because his body just kills all negative aspects of alcohol completely. He can drink anybody under the table. But here... Oh, are we cutting back to... Okay, so this is Dong-soo, and there's Jin's dad. I can tell, just from the over... Yeah, this is Dong-soo, and Dong-soo is just getting manhandled. Yo, he was dreaming this. Your boy got messed up. Oh my goodness, he's got a neck brace, swollen left eye, multiple bruises and abrasions. This dude's late. Never mind. I thought it was just the neck up was where most of the energies were. No, we got a full image. Both his arms are in a cast, and his right leg is in a massive cast as well. This dude is laying in a hospital bed broken. A dream. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't a dream? And he's looking over.
What do you want from the loser? If you got something to say, please hurry up and leave.
Oh, Deputy Director.
Deputy Director.
I was waiting to ask you something directly. That man called Sung Il Hwan, is he really a monster?
Are you implying that I attacked an ordinary civilian?
This is a video caught by the CCTV that day. I've never seen a monster helping out humans. So, even in the battle that was happening, Jin's dad went out of his way to help people. You can't make this man out to be a monster anymore. I've never seen a monster helping out humans.
Do you still believe he's a monster? Then have you heard of cases where humans come out of gates? He's a monster without a doubt.
Yeah, he's a monster, but not in the dungeon sense. He's a monster because of his strength. I understand. Visit the bureau when you're completely healed. There are still papers to handle.
What happened to that man?
He disappeared after the fight with you. The bureau is chasing after him, but I don't think we'll be able to catch someone that has beaten you. Yo! Yo! I don't think we'll be able to catch someone that's beaten you. If it was someone that he could have beaten, then yeah, we'll be able to find him. But if he's beaten you, I don't think we're gonna get him.
Darn it. It's a humiliating defeat. Never set foot.
Oh. Yo. This is Jin's dad talking to him. Never set foot in Korea ever again. It's not for my son, but for you. Even after your death, you won't be able to close your eyes. Yo!
Can't close my eyes even after I die? You dare to threaten me? I know where he is headed. To catch him, I will need equipment. I'll call the guild. I won't run into problems if I have artifacts with me.
No, you're gonna run into some problems.
When I'm fully healed, I will tear you apart.
He mad, but he's just gonna get baby shaked again. But that's the end of chapter 64. Onwards to chapter 65. We're making some good time. How long has this been? 47 minutes? Doing well so far. Continue! Oh, that reminds me. Gotta be eating this. I'm going down the country, baby, don't you wanna go? Chapter 65, The Hunter Auction. Ooh, an online or offline market for hunters to purchase and sell equipment or materials obtained from raids. Diablo's item shop comes to mind before they decommission it because of the way they did it. There are tens of thousands of hunters in our country. The auction is an easily accessible market for hunters to trade their equipment. A hunter's equipment is basically the same thing as their lifeline. Better equipment means that they're more protected and safe. That's why E or D rank hunters with low income are unable to completely equip themselves. As he's remembering back with all the people that ran with him, they just have rudimentary stuff. But the story changes if they are able to join a stable attack force. Since the equipment used by hunters is imbued with magic, even a sword used by D rank hunters is priced at millions of won. Since C rank or higher hunters are almost guaranteed a high income, they have almost no reason to be frugal when it comes to equipment. It goes without saying that equipment used by high rank hunters is sold for hundreds of millions of won. Why is it so expensive? The price of excellent equipment soars to the point that one cannot purchase it even with all of their assets. My current savings won't be enough, and I thought that I saved enough money. Not only are fire attribute attacks becoming more frequent as I climb the demon castle, the field itself is burning fiercely, so I need equipment to protect myself from the flames. Should I try the store? But there isn't any suitable equipment either. I guess there's no choice but to sell Orb of Avarice to purchase the artifacts that I need. At least I'm able to sell it. The best artifacts can only increase the user's power by 20 to 30%, but since this orb doubles the user's power, it will definitely sell at a tremendous price. Don't sell the orb! Since the orb isn't from somewhere weird, there's no need to sell at a black market. But there's still a problem. I'll need to explain how I obtain this orb. An E-rank hunter bringing an unimaginable artifact that shouldn't exist? Will they let that slide? It'll take some time before I obtain my S-rank license. They wouldn't suspect me as much if I have an A-rank gate entry listed on my hunter record, but there's no way that a high-ranked raid team would let an E-rank hunter like me join. Huh? There's actually a team that's currently recruiting? And we got other people. This is the requested file. Oh, we're back with the chairman again.
Did he take the identification photo 4 years ago? Unlike his present appearance, he looks very childlike.
This is his hunter record of the past 4 years he spent as the weakest even among the E-ranks.
This is no different than suicide. Is he a false ranker?
According to the testimony of his previous colleagues, that doesn't seem to be the case.
But for 4 years, perhaps his S-rank reawakening was not recent.
Then the raid members from the Double Air incident wouldn't have been wiped out.
Despite getting injured so frequently, he held on.
He couldn't quit because of his mother's medical bills.
What a rare young man. Taking care of his younger sister and his sick mother all by himself in place of his missing father.
His father ain't missing no more! Mr. Chairman, actually, there's been a report that Hunter Sung Jin Woo has joined a raid team.
Already?
A raid team from the Hunters Guild.
Was he just all talk? But in reality, he actually was tempted by the Hunter Guild's contract payment?
According to the confirmed source, Hunter Sung Jin Woo joined the mining team instead of an attack force. And the chairman just looks at him like, what? Mining team?
An S-rank hunter is working as a miner. He's a very difficult man to understand.
You're an E-rank hunter? Yes, sir. Yo, Jin is just blending in, just doing menial jobs. Are you experienced in this line of work? No, sir. Then what's your combat style? I'm a physical combatant. That's a relief. There aren't many people like you here. Just don't get nervous and work diligently. You'll be on standby and entering with us later. Don't forget your equipment. Yes, sir. Since the scale of high-ranked dungeons is so large, the attack force is unable to handle all the work. That's why they divide the work accordingly. Attack force, that takes care of monsters. Mining team, that mines ores within the dungeon. Collecting team, that collects the corpses of monsters. The mining team and collecting team enter the dungeon when all the monsters except the boss has been defeated. While it may seem like an excessive amount of manpower, modern machines that run on electricity don't operate inside the dungeon, so we must rely on manual labor. Even the pickaxe is imbued with magic. So this is an A-rank gate. I wanted to see a high-rank dungeon with my own eyes. I'm glad I decided to come, since I will also have to enter something like this in the near future. And they're in the dungeon. The dungeon this time is quite deep. Oh, wait! It's Choi! The dungeon this time is quite deep. It's already past the designated time. Since people have plans, it'll cause an inconvenience to other teams if we take any more time here. Come out. And there's these weird-looking creatures just walking out of the darkness. I'm not a huge fan of a room being too bright, but... And then he just takes his cigarette out and ignites it, kind of like Joker from Fire Force. And then from the spark of the flame of the cigarette, it ignites around his hand and he flicks it in a direction. And the attack is escalating in size, and then it just turns into a massive blast that incinerates the monsters. The literal blast fills the entirety of the cave, And the cave is big, by the way. The cave is very big, very tall, very spacious. And the entire blast just fills in the entire area with fire. Tanks, get in position. A storm will be coming. And tanks get in position in front of them. And and they all create a big defensive shield, and another blast comes back and it hits them. I took moderation into account since we can't collect their corpses if they're roasted too well. We're not sure how deep the dungeon is, but all the nearby monsters should be burnt to ashes.
He's too amazing. A tremendous force whenever we see him.
I'll safely guide you all. The lady with the sensitive nose should be cautious of the burnt smell. Is the attack force finished yet? How long has it been since you said that they're almost finished? I'm certain they're almost finished this time. This is all for you. This is all for you, the team leader, and your members' safety. Please wait a little longer until all the monsters have been taken care of. That's the third time I've heard you say those words. It'd be awkward if a monster appeared in the middle of your work because they rushed their job. How about we go for a drink after work? Jeez, I understand, so how about you leave us alone? The attack force is coming out! Everyone get ready! We'll be entering soon! They're finally done. Those guys are this country's strongest attack force. Yo! Choi is rolling out with his squad. He's got a magician with a massive hat on. I don't know if that's a tank or a berserker or a warrior next to him, but he's just walking out in full. He's walking out like an admiral. He's got his coat draped. He's got his big, enormous cape over his shoulders in a pure white suit, just looking as spiffy as he wants to look. The country's strongest attack force, the Hunters, Choi Jong-in. And then, since he's already met him, Jin puts his head down so that no one can see him. But it'll be hard for him to actually hide because, Choi can sense him. So, we'll have to see. Number 2 of the Hunters is also coming out. That girl is... Who's the girl? Vice Master of the Hunters. Oh, I'm getting some Asuna vibes from her. Well, that's the end of chapter 65. Onwards to chapter 66. We're making good time, everybody. Good Lord, these are some good waffle fries. Vice Master of the Hunters, S-Rank Cha Hyein. Hyein. I want to just call her Cha. Cha Hyein. Cha Hye. Cha Hye. I can't decide what I'm going to call her. Her name is Cha. Cha! But onwards to chapter 66. An expressionless woman just walks out. I wonder how many women there are in the world with such energy. She's at least on Choi Jong-in's level. Maybe even higher than that. She may be on a similar level to Go Gun Hee. And then she immediately looks over in his direction. I just felt a strong presence. Was I mistaken? I thought that Chairman Go Gun Hee was here for a moment. The presence completely disappeared without a trace. There's no way that a busy man like that chairman would come to visit. And then she covers her nose with a handkerchief. She's sharper than I thought. Okay, it's finally our turn. Let's do our best. What's wrong, Mr. Sung? We should go in. Yes, sir. The inside of the A-rank gate was huge. The rank of the gate is not determined by the rank of the monsters, but through the measurement of the waves of magic energy. If the waves of magic energy are estimated to be high, the scale of the dungeon has to measure up as well. If the scale of the dungeon and amount of magic energy is what determines the gate's rank, and even if there are a bunch of low-level monsters, it is possible to release a high-level wave of magic energy. However, if the dungeon is filled with hordes of insignificant monsters, they couldn't release a wave of magic energy matching that of an A rank. It could be possible for B rank gates, but A rank gates is filled with powerful monsters. I love how the more he increases his intelligence, the more analytical and more precise and cohesive his sentences have become since then. He's increased his intelligence all the way into the hundreds, and now his manner of speaking has become more articulated and more intellectual. Just from him increasing his intelligence. So not only does it affect his magical power, but it also affects his vocabulary and thought process as well. We already saw that. We already saw like an instance of this when he, fooled the White Tiger Guild member into, buying some gates from him, and how he managed to, intimidate him into keeping his secret back then. But the way he formulated plans ever since he started to increase his intelligence stat, it really shows you that it can do more than just affect your hunter side. It can affect your normal state as well. Wind in a dungeon? It's no ordinary wind. It's waves of magic energy. It must be coming from the boss. Have you guys heard? The new recruit is an E rank. What? They're recruited in E rank? That's right. What on earth was a team leader thinking? Can an E rank hunter even control their strength properly? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if we can finish today's work on time. E ranks are faced with discrimination wherever they end up. Well, it's not like I'll be sticking around for long. Hey, let's pick up the pace. And there's just a big burly dude trying to throw his weight around. Don't just stand there when the path is so. And then Jin glares at him and intimidates him. Never mind. It happens from time to time. Is he really an E rank? 1, 2! And now they're dragging one of the bodies of the creatures that Choi barbecued out. They're dragging the body out now. He really charbroiled these things, didn't he? The collecting team who entered the dungeon before the mining team is already at work. The attack force will enter the dungeons first and eliminate every monster except for the boss. The collecting team will enter next to pick up the corpses, and the mining team will enter last to mine the ores. To maximize the profit, you can't leave out any part of this process. Mana and magic crystals are obvious, but even the corpse of a high-rank monster is profitable. It can be used as materials for various tools. Bones, leather, flesh, etc. There isn't a single part to throw away from a high-rank monster corpse. That's the difference between monsters in low-rank and high-rank dungeons. Can't believe even the corpse of a monster is profitable. When they finish extracting every possible source of money, the attack force will finally kill the boss to shut down the gate. These 4 things must be done correctly to announce that they've cleared a high-rank dungeon perfectly. Wow, they got this thing down to a science, don't they? You must be stunned since this is your first time experiencing an A-rank dungeon. Yes, the monsters are bigger than I expected. All the monsters have been eliminated, but the boss was left alone, right? That's correct. They can't kill the boss since the gate will close. The boss won't be eliminated until the collecting team and the mining team have finished their work. What happens if the boss leaves its nest? Those kinds of situations are very rare, but everyone in here will die. He just reserves everyone to just straight up die as soon as the boss comes out. He doesn't even think like, well, we'll just have to run then. He's all like, well, if the boss gets out, we'll just all die. Boss is out? Well, guess I'll die. Like, dude, you don't even have a sense of self-preservation. You just think, yeah, we're just gonna die if the boss gets out. Are you not scared by the horrifying monsters that's looming behind your back? Not at all. I've worked for the Hunters Guild for 3 years, and there has never been an incident. Ignorance is bliss sometimes. Even though the boss is dormant, it's releasing enough magic energy to make one's body shudder. This boss is levels above Vulcan and Metis. Choi Jong-in and Chai Hayan are impressive to be able to slay such bosses, but the perfectly organized A-rank raid team is just as impressive. That must be why accidents have never occurred and they can clear such a dungeon safely. It's not just the strength of manpower, It's also skill and expertise obtained through many experiences. And then it cuts to him just mining. To everyone just mining and doing their job. No, it's him doing this. This is Jin. He's mining. And I guess he's showing off.
Team leader, didn't you say that this was his first time?
I did.
Is he really an E rank? His work rate and skills are not normal.
Of course, I checked his license. Did you think I would accept a stranger without checking their license first?
Then how can you explain that?
And there's just chunks upon chunks of magic crystals that are just behind him that he's already mined off the wall by himself. Mr. Sung is surely a miner blessed by the heavens. I really have an eye for people. You really have an eye for... You may have an eye for people, but just not a good enough eye to realize that they are much more than what they appear. It's time for lunch! Let's all take a break and go eat. Well, the man said lunch, so I'm on my lunch break now. Y'all got 30 minutes. I'm kidding. I am not going to take a 30-minute lunch right here in the middle of a stream. It's time for lunch. Let's all take a break and go eat. Yes! Aren't you coming as well, Mr. Sung? I'm fine, I already ate. Oh, then you can do as you please. And he just stays by himself. I'm finally alone. I can't miss an opportunity like this. I have 1 hour of free time. I'll just take a quick peek and come back. And he runs over to, I guess, see the boss. A giant type boss? And it looks like it's embedded in the wall, so to speak. It's strong, definitely stronger than Metis. My current strength will be enough, but my inner conscience is telling me that this is wrong. Should I just cut it up? The gate will start shutting down the moment I kill the boss, and the Hunter's Guild will take a huge loss. What are you doing over there? Jin, dude! Of all the actions you have done in this manga this far, you got it in your head that I got an hour to myself. I'm gonna go kill that boss. You're willing to ruin the Hunter's Guild's perfect track record all because you just want to kill the boss by yourself. You wrong for that. But that's the end of chapter 66. Onwards to chapter 67. We're making good time. What are you doing over there? Chapter 67. Oh, wait. Oh, that was the second. That was the vice captain. Vice master.
What are you doing over there?
Chapter 67.
I asked you a question.
And he has his dagger in the hand, but what was I thinking? That was a close call. I got lost and somehow ended up here.
You got lost? Are you part of the mining team? That's where the boss resides. Please step back.
Cha Hei-in, she's not normal. She was able to get on my back.
Was I hallucinating? He was definitely holding a weapon.
Yep, she's very smart.
Please leave quickly. If you were to aggro the boss, a lot of people would die.
I'm sorry. And they both pass one another, and they both sense. And she senses something from him.
Hey, hold on a second.
Huh? And she sniffs him?
There's no stench.
Is there a problem?
Are you really a hunter? E rank. Sung Jin Woo. Never mind, just be careful. The dungeon is huge after all.
Yes.
Was it because his rank was too low? He didn't stink? No, rather, he smelled nice.
Oh? Future lady for Jin? You got lost and met Hunter Cha. Aren't you a lucky guy? It's rare to even get her to get to talk to her once. Hunter Cha went on patrol since she's nervous that the boss might leave its nest, patrolling even during her break. She's a very cautious lady. That's why she was there. The mining team can laugh like this since they never saw the boss or felt its magic power. It's understandable for attack force members to be anxious since they know how scary the boss is.
Hunter Cha is able to smell a certain scent from hunters, and it's apparently quite foul.
A scent from hunters?
They say it's some sort of unique physiology.
That's why she
covers her nose with a handkerchief. Isn't she quite unusual? It's apparently hard to breathe near hunters.
Is that why she asked me if I was a hunter? And then he remembers back to when when he was fighting Baruka. In our heads, there's a constant voice speaking to us to kill humans, but I cannot hear the voice in your presence. So something about Jin just makes it hard for people to detect him in general. Well, not detect him, but things that people can normally do to normal people, they can't really do it towards Jin. Like Baruka and the Snow Elves, they can hear voices in their heads telling them to kill humans, but that voice is absent when they are around Jin. Hunter Cha can smell different hunters, that's why and it's very strong to her because she has to cover her face with a handkerchief, but she can't smell anything around Jin. So something about Jin's reawakening makes him an anomaly among anomalies. Not having a special smell like other hunters and no voices ordering monsters to kill me. It's because I'm a player. The sole existence to receive this system's benefits. Just what is a player? Good work, Mr. Sung. You were pretty good.
You're pretty good.
I thought you brought an excavator or something after watching you mine monocrystals like that. Thank you, sir. Thanks to you, we were able to finish the job 2 hours ahead of time. I didn't think that we would finish before the collecting team. I met a lot of people while working on this job, and it's my first time meeting someone like you. You're very talented in mining. Oh, dear. I don't usually say things like this, but do you want to work under me by any chance? I will take good care of you. I'm thankful for your kind words, but I already have another job lined up. Oh? That's a shame. Then how about tomorrow? Can you come to work tomorrow as well? Reevaluation is in 2 days, so is there a point in working as a miner again? I roughly understood the dungeon clearing process. Wait, tomorrow as well? The Hunter Guild is going to raid again tomorrow? Of course, it's another A-rank gate. But it'll be the B team instead of the A team tomorrow. The B team? Did they divide their forces in half to clear A-rank dungeons? Why did I say A-rank? Did they divide their forces in half to clear A-rank dungeons? That's the power of the Hunters Guild. The Hunters Guild is probably the only guild in Korea that can split their forces into 2 teams to clear A-rank dungeons. Where should I show up for tomorrow? You've made the right choice, Mr. Sung. I'll talk to the person in charge and ask to double your pay. It's worth it to double the pay of someone that can do the work of 5 men. Ah, yes. Thank you. And who's this? I came out here since you asked to eat together, but why pork belly? Huh? Oh, wait. I came out here since you asked to eat together, but why pork belly? Huh? Are you looking down on Pork Belly? This is a place where young Nim and I shared a memory.
So why did you bring me to your cherished place?
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, this is someone new.
So, why did you bring me to your cherished place?
Yu Soo-hyun, Yu Jin-ho's cousin. Okay. The talk with my father went well. Oh wait, so this isn't Jin. It was her talking the whole time. Like, why do we have to come to Pork Belly?
What? Really? Then you're going to be the guild master?
I need young Nim's cooperation for that.
Just who is this young Nim person?
Look at that! Young Nim is avoiding my calls, right? And all it says, I'm unable to pick your call up at the moment. I will get back to you later. Multiple times. He told me that he won't be able to be reached for some time, but it's been over a week already. There have been times where he hasn't picked up his phone for 3 or 4 days, but a week is too much.
Are you in a relationship with him or something? Stop acting so creepy.
And we got someone on the news. Since the shooting hasn't finished yet, I'll have to wait until my rank evaluation. Hallyu star Lee Ming-sung, scheduled to receive hunter rank evaluation.
The heck is that?
Nuna, why are you changing the topic out of nowhere? That's Lee Min-sung, Hallyu's star Lee Min-sung. They say that he's getting his rank evaluation in 2 days.
That's all for show. He's already received an A rank. He's just doing this all for a show.
Lee Min-sung is just putting on a show?
He's an attention hog, fussing over not receiving enough attention. He's famous for advancing on women. He even flirted with my juniors in modeling. He's good at scheming things like this. He was very shrewd even before his evaluation. This is just... Anyways, is this all you wanted to talk about? I'm busy, so hand it over. Let me call that young Nim person. What? The call is going through. Here.
Really? It's been a while. Young Nim, you told me that you'll be going to be gone away for a bit, but what have you been up to? Isn't that obvious? I've been running dungeons. As expected from young Nim. How about the talk with your father? Did it go smoothly? That's what I wanted to talk to young Nim about. Can I come over tomorrow if you have free time? Tomorrow. I'll be available in the evening. Yes, okay. And then, you Jin can only look on like as her cousin is just overly ecstatic. Hello, Hunter Cha calling me at this hour. What's going on?
Could you find some information on a man named Jin Woo who was working with the mining team today?
Oh, she's curious about your boy. But that is the end of chapter 67, onwards to chapter 68. We are proceeding nicely, everyone. How is my camera still steadily moving off to the side like that? But chapter 68,
he got lost and somehow ended up by the boss room within that vast dungeon? There's no way. Maybe he's a spy from another guild. This is bothering me.
Huh? Do you mean the E-rank hunter affiliated with the association?
Do you know him?
Ah, well, to tell you the truth, Master Choi has requested the same thing from me.
Master Choi?
Yes. He also wanted information on that man.
Do you know why?
Well, I'm not too sure. I did my best to gather what information I could, but the association has put up a lock on his data. For a non-highly ranked hunter, this is my first time seeing such a high level of security on a hunter's data before.
The master of the Hunters Guild wants to learn about his identity, and the association is trying to hide his information? Something's up.
And then she just flops in bed.
Why was he different? Out of all the hunters I've met, he's the first person that smelled nice.
Woo! Do we have a future love interest for Jin? Possibly. If it doesn't happen, then hey, I'm not upset. I'm not trying to ship anybody. I just dropped a fried piece somewhere. I gotta pick that up. I can't have food just dropping off of my plate like that. I gotta find it. Got it! I am very meticulous about the cleanliness of my room. Can't have just random pieces of food just falling everywhere.
He's the first person that smelled nice.
And then Jin is there. Hey! Wait a minute. Mr. Sung, have you eaten already?
You're here.
Jin Woo, please don't get hurt today.
Oh, Mr. Sung, you're here.
Let's do our best today as well.
Oh, he just had a mini daydream flashback all of a sudden. You should join us for lunch today.
Don't tell me you already ate again.
I had forgotten this feeling for some time. The atmosphere here is reminding me of several memories, and the guy that was trying to throw his weight around on him just glares at him. This isn't bad. This isn't too bad. Mining team, good work this morning. We'll rest for a bit, then start our afternoon's work. And then we got another person here. Is it possible to borrow someone from the mining team? Our porter didn't show up today. They want to draft someone from the mining team as a porter? There are strong guys from the collecting team that can carry heavy loads, so why are they asking us? My men had to work non-stop for 3 hours on top of skipping dinner to finish our work on time, and now you want one of us to follow you guys as a porter? My team doesn't have the manpower. This is all due to the mining team finishing their work too early. Well, we did finish 2 hours ahead of schedule thanks to Mr. Sung. Is there anyone who wants to come to the attack force? We'll compensate you for the risk when the raid is finished. Risking my life for a few extra bucks? I wouldn't do it even if they beat me to death. Listen here, leader Sun Ki-hoon. We would hesitate even if it was a B-rank dungeon. Acting as a porter for an A-rank dungeon is asking too much. It's not a place for low-rank hunters. Even though the volunteer would only be carrying your equipment, compared to mining, the risk is just too high. The majority of us in the mining team are D-rank hunters, and there are even a few E-rank hunters here as well. A small scratch would be enough to kill us. Do you really think that people here would risk their lives for an extra bit of cash? Is there no one? And of course, Jin raises his hands. I will go. What? An E-rank hunter wants to follow them into an A-rank dungeon? Mr. Sung, what are you thinking? There are powerful monsters waiting inside that dungeon. Why do you want to join them? Someone young with a bright future like yourself shouldn't risk their life like this. And it'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not like I don't have the guts. Even though I'll only be carrying their equipment, watching them raid firsthand will be a great learning experience for me. Not to mention that it's an A-rank dungeon. That man just started working with us today. He must have raised his hand without knowing. What's that man's rank? He's an E-rank. Since his rank is too low, he should look for someone else. You should look for someone else. No, we'll take him. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sung Ki-hoon and I'll be tasked with leading today's raid. I'm Sung Jin Woo. Is it too heavy? I'm alright. It doesn't seem to be struggling. The gate yesterday was big, but this one is even bigger? How enormous. Yesterday was your first time mining, right? Then this must be your second time witnessing an A-rank gate. The gate may be big, but they say that the magical energy flowing out from it is weaker compared to yesterday. If it was too dangerous, the B team wouldn't be handling it. The Hunter Guild's B team. If you exclude the S-rank hunters, there is hardly a difference between the two attack forces. 11 A-rank hunters and 6 B-rank hunters. Hey, we got a person that looks like Rangiku sitting up in there. And of course she would be in a skimpy mage outfit. Well, slightly skimpy. Well, she has a chest window. Sorry, that kind of stuck out to me. If it was any other guild, they wouldn't be able to divide the, wow, who put in this grammar? If it was any other guild, they wouldn't be able to divide their members into 2 teams like this. Let's end it. They got a whole squad. Wow, there actually is someone in a maid outfit, kinda. The magical energy flowing out from the gate is certainly weaker in comparison to yesterday. The association's measurement doesn't seem to be wrong. But why? Why do I have this familiar, ominous feeling like when I stood by the red gate? Am I just nervous? I'm not even part of the attack force. I should just relax and not worry too much. And he walks into the gate. You have entered the dungeon. And it looks kind of empty, for now.
There's no need to be nervous. Ki-hoon, Oppa, I mean, the leader and everyone else here are outstanding hunters.
Okay, let's move.
Come on, Jin.
Is she an A-rank A-rank healer? Miss Jui was a B-rank healer, and if it weren't for the trauma, she would have fit right in on an attack force such as this. The 6 B-rank hunters in this team are also pretty close to the A-rank level. The Hunter Guild has 2 teams with this kind of strength.
Our attack force take care of all the combat, so as long as you stay in formation, you should be safe from any monster attacks. There's a saying that goes like this. If the mage gets attacked, the tankers are responsible. If the healer gets attacked, the attack force is responsible. And if the porter gets attacked, then the guild is responsible. That is how you won't end up in a situation as the monster's target. As long as the attack force doesn't fail.
Porter gets attacked? That's only possible when the entire attack force gets wiped out.
Whew.
I was tasked with leading the Hunters Guild attack force for the first time, but if I'm successful at today's raid, I can be officially appointed as the B team's leader. I may not be Master Choi Jong-in or Vice Master Cha Hai-in, but I'm still one of the best among the A-rank hunters. I can do this. And they walk in, and something grabs their attention immediately, and everyone turns in that direction. Their senses must be high, because everyone turns in that direction immediately. Preparing for combat without any instructions? This is the strength of the A-rank attack force. And then it looks like 2 eyes or 2 lasers coming up. What? Those are... And that's the end of chapter 68. Onwards to chapter 69. Giggity. What? Those are... Chapter 69. Giggity. Dungeon Jackal? Yeah, okay, there's multiple Dungeon Jackals. We haven't seen beasts like this since he was fighting the Raikens from way back when. And the Dungeon Jackals start to bear down on them, but one of the members easily dispatches them. And then your boy's fighting them, and then there's more Jackals popping up. There's a whole horde of them. It's a whole pack. And before the tank can get overwhelmed, another member jumps up and just slices through them. Get down. Alright, so the skimpy mage starts charging up magic and she throws it at them. Okay, I made it as a joke saying that she was dressed in skimpy clothing, but it is sort of skimpy. It is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Woo.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I see nothing wrong with this picture. But she uses her magic and she throws rocks at the head of the jackals, literally piercing their skulls. And beheading some of them as well. What's this? Why are these dungeon jackals in an A-rank dungeon? If it's rare for dungeon jackals to... Is it rare for dungeon jackals to appear in an A-rank dungeons?
No, but dungeon jackals are C-rank monsters. Since they're too weak and placed too low on the food chain, they're usually hunted down. They're usually hunted down. They are unable to maintain their pack numbers since they get eaten by stronger monsters. Dungeon jackals shouldn't be able to hunt any monsters here, even if they fought in a group. Since they can't defeat their prey, weak monsters can't survive.
And then she noticed something on the neck. Well, Jin notices something on the neck. The indentation of what looks like a leash or something. So someone cut these things loose. A trace of a leash? These are no ordinary jackals. Someone has been raising these things. That must mean someone kept them alive on purpose, to use them as hunting dogs. A monster smart enough to free and send these hunting dogs after us? Regardless of their species, intellectual monsters are hard to deal with. Perhaps my premonition might come true. The real ones are coming. And then the B team, the guy filling in for B team leader, he's get covered in sweat. Oh my god. Wow. This is a big looking hobgoblin looking dude. Oh wait, high orcs. High orcs? high orcs. Kind of looks like it kind of reminds me of Kenpachi when Kenpachi started to use his Bankai.
High orcs?
Why high orcs? And it's a high orcs it's a whole horde of high orcs. And they both roar as one of them readies a spear and throws it in the direction of the team with blinding speed. You know you're throwing something extremely fast when it has wind trailing off of it. And it goes for the leader and he tries to block it, and it gets repelled into the ceiling. But there was so much power behind the throw that it literally cracked his shield.
This power.
And then another one bears down on him almost immediately. And they all try to bear down. There's 3 of them. One clashes with a shield while other ones start to jump towards the other teams. And the big orcs just start fighting everyone. Taunts aren't working. They can't be taunted because one of them tries to aggro them. They're after the mages. Be careful. Don't worry. We won't get defeated so easily. And one of them charges magic from a magic lantern and hits the orc. But it's not enough to knock him down, and he charges again towards the magician. It didn't work? Its magic resistance is too great! But, all of a sudden, it gets bound up by magic bindings.
It's too powerful. I can only hold it for 5 seconds at most.
Alright, so Skimpy wizard chick has him bound, but can only hold him for a couple of seconds. That's enough! Heed my call and cut down my enemies! Falling down! Sorry, that's not the actual magic he uses. I'm just using a Overlord reference. I probably should be drinking a little bit of this milkshake, though, so that it doesn't go to waste and doesn't melt too quickly. Oh my goodness, that's good. I don't have milkshakes all that often, but this one's extremely good. But he charges up his magic, and some sort of elemental knight comes out of the fire.
I could call up 2 summon creatures. A single creature has the strength of an A-rank hunter.
And the creature clashes with the orc.
But I can't use any other magic after using summoning magic. It's my trump card that I've been saving since it'll deplete my mana if they get hurt. My mana is already... Darn it, I could end up helpless if I were to summon one more.
And one of the orcs actually manages to injure one of the members, cutting into his arm. What are the tanks doing? Protect the back line! And there's a healer healing up the massive gash in his arm. Taunts aren't working, our skills are being bounced back! Heal! Heal! Okay, quickly! We're inferior in numbers! We can't get surrounded! Group up! Break into 3-man groups!
Even though it's an A-rank gate, we weren't expecting 20 high orcs. It wasn't at this level when they measured the gate's magical energy. Darn it! High orcs are no ordinary orcs. They're one of the strongest species among the orcs. Each one should be able to stand toe-to-toe with an A-rank hunter, and there's a whole gang of them. There are exactly 22 high orcs. It's 17 versus 22. Not only are we outnumbered, but high orcs are opponents that our B-rank members can handle. On one hand, our A-rank hunters are stronger than these high orcs, but on the other, if the B-rank hunters were to get killed off first, we'll be at a bigger disadvantage. We don't have any choice. Sacrifices are unavoidable. Darn it, everyone, don't die!
And it shows one of the orcs just cutting off the arms of another member. Fall back! Oh wait, who's this?
Fall back!
And there's this one chick that has a cat backpack on. It's a magician. And she charges up some magic. And some I guess, Hydra-like tentacle-looking things pop up out the ground and start to bind one of the orcs.
Hold on for a bit longer.
Because, I mean, the man is missing a whole arm, so he's going to need to do more than just holding on. Oh, never mind. Her magic as a healer, her magic must be strong enough to bring back an arm, because his arm's back, though his armor is missing. Then there's an orc, the same orc that was bound by those tendrils is looming over the healer with one of the tendrils in his mouth. So much for that thing killing it.
Crap, it's still alive!
And as the woman resides to her fate, the attack is stopped. I mean, it looks like something's about to happen. I feel like the attack is stopped because it shows Jin's backpack. And Jin is there. And he uses stealth. And as the healer looks on, she's looking at the orc who's choking. He's being force choked. He's being force choked! Darth Vader is here, everyone!
I find your lack of strength disturbing.
Like he's just force choking him! He's holding the orc into the air, choking the life out of him. Not only did he choke him, he ripped him in half. He force pulled the lower and top half of his body apart. Not only did he get choked, but he got bisected as well. And the woman can only look on in horror as the orc is literally separated from top to bottom.
What? What just happened?
And he used stealth in order to use his abilities and save everyone. Oh, that's slick. All right, that is the end of chapter 69. Giggity. Onwards to the last chapter of today, chapter 70. And then we'll continue more solo leveling on Thursday. Chapter 70. And it shows the leader cutting down I forgot his name, I'm sorry. It shows the leader cutting down a orc down the middle. Somehow the fight suddenly became easier. As he's showing them all facing against the orcs, it suddenly became easier for them to take down. Oh, I see. Jin is using stealth and he's silently stabbing all of the orcs that everyone is facing to give everyone an easier time. Because it shows one orc getting slashed in the leg. It shows another one getting slashed in the midsection. It shows another one getting slashed multiple times up the arm. And if he's using his dagger that causes paralysis and bleed, then it just makes things easier. I'll weaken them as much as possible without getting noticed. See? Told you, that's exactly what he's doing. A few of them seem to have caught on to me. It would be problematic if you guys were to do needless things. So, the ones that notice him, Jin kills directly, but the ones that haven't, he just minorly incapacitates them so everyone else can have an easier time. And the very same one that Jin stabs in the throat is about to get hit by another guild member that I guess uses melee. And she's strong because she punches a hole straight through the orc.
I did it! I killed one!
Got blood on me. The hunters here, including Sun Ki-hoon, I'm going to call him Sun. His name is Sun. The hunters here, including Sun Ki-hoon, are all elites. Gotta go do some more schoolwork? Hey, man, you go do you. Do you. Take care of it. Get your schoolwork knocked out, man. This will be here when I'm finished. The hunters here, including Sun Ki-hoon, are all elites selected by the Hunters Guild as well as being considered the nation's finest. It's not like I don't believe in them, but high orcs aren't monsters that can be taken lightly. The female healer almost died earlier. I can't sit still and just watch them die. And he leveled up. He's helping them fight. I can raise my level just by supporting the party. I didn't know this. He discovered another way to level up. No matter what happens, he's always leveling. I probably could have raised another level if I decided to kill them all on my own. But since the Hunters Guild paid huge amounts of money for this dungeon's permit,
I shouldn't interfere too much. This is the best I can do for them. Is it over? Did we win? Is anyone hurt? As long as you're still breathing, our A-rank healers can treat you. I can't believe there was a gang of high orcs. We're fortunate that none of us died. And Jin is just standing there with his backpack on and not moving. But the one with the healer made one with the, I guess, cat ear like adornment on her head, she looks at Jin.
That porter. He must think that our attack force members are fools. There's no way that skills like stealth will go unnoticed with magic casters around.
Oh, she knows he used stealth. Yo! There's no way that skills like stealth will go unnoticed with magic casters around, so she know he used stealth to do something.
Hey, Kihun Oppa.
Yeah?
When we were fighting high orcs just now...
And she recounts the things that happened.
A high orc was suddenly ripped apart while being suspended in the air. You're saying that someone secretly used magic?
That's right.
Hey, Gina, was it you?
That's not possible with my skill set. I could barely stop their movements with my telekinesis magic. We also don't have anyone that can use curse magic here. Our force is focused on firepower, so we don't have any assassins either. Uni is right. If there is someone who could do it, it'd be an outsider.
And she's looking in the direction that Jin is.
He must have a reason for hiding his power. Should I just let it slide?
Thank goodness, if I had summoned another creature, I would have ran out of mana and passed out. You guys are right. The high orcs were definitely acting weird during the later half of the fight. Enough to finish them off without any problem.
Leader, are we going to continue?
Wouldn't it be too dangerous?
We aren't too far from the entrance and we already encountered a gang of high orcs. There could be something more dangerous up ahead. Now that we know that there are high orcs in this dungeon, it'd be too dangerous to continue without our master or vice master. Why don't we retreat for now? We'll need at least 2 more healers and 3 mages skilled in powerful AoE magic to continue. AoE means area of effect. Kyung, I know that it's your first time leading the force and it's frustrating, but let's end it here.
If I succeed today, I'll be officially appointed as the leader of this attack force. Another chance may not come.
It can't be easy for him. In his situation, anyone would be tempted to continue and clear the dungeon. But if he's a sensible leader,
then let's retreat for now.
Whew! I was holding my breath because I thought Sung Hyung would want to continue. I'm not that foolish. I know, look at my hands. Don't you see them shaking?
Stop being such a baby and start moving.
And as they start to walk away. Stop! What happened here?
What the heck? It's a barrier created with a spell of high level.
Oh, wait.
It's a barrier created with a spell of high level.
Why is the path blocked? It was fine the way here.
Can you get rid of it?
It's possible if you give me some time. What's more important is that there's something in this dungeon that can use high-level spells. We made the correct decision. It wouldn't be possible to clear this dungeon with our current attack force.
And then they're all hit with something.
Oh my god! That's the boss of this dungeon?
No way!
Uni, we must hurry!
I know.
It won't be easy to break.
The magical wavelength is so heavy that even the hunters who couldn't sense magical energy feel it. It's on a different scale. Why couldn't we sense powerful magic on the way... Oh, wait.
Why couldn't we sense such powerful magic energy?
Why couldn't we sense such powerful magic energy outside the gate? If there's a boss that can hide their energy. And Uni and the one mage chick and the one mage guy, they're trying to dispel the barrier or trying to repel it, but it's severely affecting them. They're all getting blood red eyes, and they're all starting to bleed from their eyes. That's how intense this magical power is. And then the girl with the glasses just coughs blood. Well, actually, all the mages get hit with something so hard and they start coughing blood and it severely injures them. Oh, it's curse magic. They got hit with curse magic, and now them trying to use magic has rebounded on them. Curse magic? It's targeting our mages! Quickly use holy magic! Ki Hun Hyung. Oh, wait, so his name is not Sun, it's Ki. Okay, Ki. Done. Because there's something staring at them in the shadows. Multiple eyes. More high orcs? Or is it something else entirely? But that spells the end of chapter 70, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and get chapter 71 favorited so we can continue on this upcoming Thursday. But yeah, that is the end of today's solo leveling stream for today. I gotta say that this manga as a whole, it has really encouraged me to use different accents and different voices for different characters so that everyone just doesn't sound the same. But overall, I'm enjoying this entire manga, 71 through 80. Oh, it's getting good. I gotta say, though, that Jin is being put in so many situations that I feel he would have most necessarily died from had he not reawakened and leveled up. Because the way he is right now, even these situations, they're still dangerous for him. Well, to a degree. But now we got Ki Hun Young here. We got all these different members of the Hunters Guild, the B team here. And now they have to face off against a boss that is capable of putting up high-level magic barriers so that they can't escape. And now the mages, pretty much the majority of the mages have been incapacitated. So, who knows what's going to happen in the next couple of chapters. All in all, I'm looking forward to them nonetheless. And we managed to get this entire read-through in under 2 hours without any internet hiccups. So for that, I am grateful. So with that being said, I'm not going to keep you guys long. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming out to see me today. Thank you... Hold on. Anime Juke. I just wanted to confirm it. Thank you, Anime Juke, for the donation. It is still just a surprise whenever it pops up. Thank you, everyone, for helping support this channel as I move into that full-time position for you guys. But overall, I enjoyed everything that I read here today. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to see me. It really does mean a lot. And knowing that you guys, some of you wait for my live streams to start and you guys are already liking it before I even do anything at all, it's just encouraging to know that the things that I'm doing on this platform are not only making a difference, but it's something that people enjoy to watch. I'm just some guy, okay? I'm just some guy who just does this because he loves to do it and he loves to put a smile on people's faces. I'm not some big name. I'm just me. I'm just Q. But to know that I'm able to entertain people and bring happiness to people, I know I'm doing my job. That is the whole purpose of this channel, to put a smile on your face and to have you become entertained and to keep you entertained. That's the whole purpose of this channel. Any fame or fortune that comes with that is just icing on the cake. But the main goal is to make sure you guys have fun while you're here. So, I'm thankful for you guys being here. Thank you for coming out to see me with the whole 1 hour and 48 minutes that we stuck here. I look forward to the next solo leveling stream that we're going to be having coming up. Then we have One Piece on Friday. And then we have another solo leveling stream on Saturday. So I'm more than likely going to be hitting the hundreds this upcoming Saturday. So 70 to 80 will be Thursday, and then, well, actually, you know what, never mind. 80 to 90 will be on Saturday, so the next week, on next Tuesday, is when we start entering into the 100s, and that's when I'll get closer to actually catching up to all of the manga chapters, so I'm really looking forward to that. So with that being said, thank you guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you happen to be a newcomer to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then maybe consider subscribing, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.